The saying is knee-high by the 4th of July, but some Capital Region farmers are going to have a tough time hitting that benchmark. Corn and soybean crops are hurting after the wet spring. The weather has led to a lot of uncertainty about this year's harvest. John Craig spent the morning on the farm.
It's struggling. It's struggling.
Tim Marbot's 3 acres of corn looks very sad. On July 2, it's just above his shoe. Nowhere knee-high by the 4th of July. At his Grandview farm, he and his brother planted shorter day varieties of feed corn because he planted late after the tough wet spring.
Some of it didn't come. Some of the fields were too wet to even plant.
How tough was that this year with all the weather we had?
Very challenging. I think it rained 50 days in May and June, so it was very hard to get the window to plant.
He says all crops are behind schedule. The Farm Bureau says it's not unique to New York. The cooler temperatures and wet weather are not good for corn or soybeans, a lot of crops.
The whole area, the whole state is way behind. A lot of acres didn't get planted, but it's also nationwide. We've had a lot of rain throughout the country, and there's parts of the Midwest, the grain belt, that they've had the same problem.
Over at Engel's Acres in Brunswick, a farm and farm stand, they sell their own lettuce, cucumbers, peas, and patty pan squash, but the only corn, while local, is not ready yet from their own ground. They feature local produce, just not all theirs yet, but that's true all over. Back in Hoosick, in about a month, the corn should be where it should be this week, up to your knee or higher. All this will lead to higher prices.
I expect this crop to be a little more profitable this year. But on the other hand, we planted only half. We only planted 300 acres instead of the 6 we targeted. I don't know any farmer in the area who planted 100% of what he intended to plant.
And with this feed corn, Tim says he'll be happy if he's able to combine this by the beginning of November. In Hoosick, John Craig, News Channel 13.